Hey guys, welcome to another test route video. So welcome back if you've just finished episode number 1. Welcome to number 2, and if you're just coming, welcome as well. So this is number 2. The date is 28th of March 2025 and the time is 2:06. So that's 6 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. So let's get on and see what to expect on this route. Now, in the first episode, the camera gave me some problem, which was quite annoying. So, not now. Let us hope that that doesn't happen this time around. Unfortunately, I just got a notification on the screen that my storage is full, so we might not be seeing the sat nav on the screen on this particular route. So if you're wondering why I need bigger storage, I guess I need a new phone for this. Okay, so I've got gap after the red car, so I'm gonna go. That's it. So yeah, remember, plan your opportunities before it gets to you. Don't let the red car pass and then you start looking around again. Then you're going to lose the opportunity. Learn to, anticipate the gaps, plan ahead of it, and that's it. So the traffic is better now, thank God. So we can cover maybe more than if the traffic was still on, because that would frustrate me and I would have to, because obviously it takes more time with the traffic. Okay, so they're going out. That's it. We're going fourth exit again, just like the first episode. That's 1, 2, 3 up ahead, and then do your mirror checks, signal left, and take your exit. So it's very easy if you relax, if you're calm, if you know what you're doing, and if of course you're confident on the road. It makes your life a lot more easier. So we are on Eddington Way and we're approaching the one-way system that leads onto the roundabout. Yeah, the situation earlier frustrated me a little bit with the camera. It's so frustrating when you've planned everything and then you come on the scene and you have to spend another 30 minutes or an hour to, sort situations out. And it just takes up a lot of time that could have been used to do the driving. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get my spirits back on. So this time around, we're going first exit at the main roundabout. So you want to make sure you keep to the left lane. If you watch the first episode or the first route, you notice that I was on the right lane. That's because we're turning right. So it's clear on the right. So I'll continue. This time I'm not signaling right. So all the way. Now you can choose to signal from here because that's a no entry, so that wouldn't be a problem. And then when you move, remember you're going A224 south. Before we went north, now we're going south, so you should be in the left lane. Oh, thank goodness, I'm really happy they've painted this floor, making it easier. So signal back on, and that is it. All the way. There you go. So screen recording has stopped, as you can see. So we're turning right ahead, so do your mirror checks, start your positioning, start the thinking now so that you can start planning for that situation. Okay, and then now I'm gonna signal right. Now if there's lots of traffic and there's about 5 cars waiting at that box, it'll be all right to actually queue up on the hatch marking here. That is if there is queue of traffic waiting to turn right. Otherwise, then yes, get closer to the point of turn and then get into the bus. So remember, the road is 30, drive according to the situation on the road. So there's a mini roundabout, don't forget it. Reduce your speed, but if there are cars coming straight, then they're going to be your blockers as usual. So that means they're going to block the traffic on the right. But still ease off that gas, take that, quick glance. Sometimes some drivers can be crazy. They might try to run through. So here, position right, but then stop until it's safe. So the space isn't gonna fit safely here, so I'm gonna just wait. Okay, and now the bus is moving, so I'm just gonna wait and then move along after the bus. That's it. And then at the next mini roundabout, I'm going to be turning left, first exit. So there's no vehicle coming on ahead, so take your turn and continue straight. So you've got temporary light ahead. There you go, temporary light is changing, so prepare to stop. Remember the sign, when red light shows, wait here. Sometimes on some situations they can put this box or these signs in a situation where, or in a position where it wouldn't be safe, or should I say considerate, to stop right where it is, because you might be blocking the traffic that's passing through. So you've got to make decisions accordingly in those situations. But here it is fine. If this was right in front of a road on the left, then I wouldn't stop there. I would stop a little bit short of that sign so that anyone coming out from that side road have enough room to turn. So that's it. Now remember, before you move off, do your mirror checks, because while you're waiting, there could be a cyclist coming through. Remember, in many situations, cyclists wouldn't wait for red lights. Just have that in mind, that many cyclists don't wait for the red light. As long as it's safe, they would just go through. So this is it. We're moving on. Good. The camera is still recording. Everything is fine. So it must be a problem with the camera. There might be a problem with the camera. So I'm approaching the parked cars, so keep right to your lane, and if it's safe, then you continue slightly over the center line if it's safe to commit yourself. So here's another mini roundabout. So remember, there's nothing coming straight ahead, so take that time. Okay, it's safe, and then I'll continue. Don't just go straight through it, because we can't see until we actually get to the roundabout. So don't assume it's clear. Get to the roundabout, look right. If it's safe, then you continue. So here's another one. This one, there's no road on your right, so it makes it easier. So we're just continuing straight. And then we've got a bend ahead, so it's easy to confuse that as a junction, but if you look at the signs, both the one we just passed and the one ahead, you'd see that it's just a bend. So you don't need to be signaling, and then don't confuse yourself to think you need to stop for those people. So mini roundabout, make sure go around it. It is wide enough, but then at this point you just drive over it. See, right there, that's it. So somehow we're gonna have to climb over that paint a little bit, as you saw there, but make effort to at least approach the center of the roundabout before you take your turn. Don't just drive straight over it. So we're turning left here. I remember I've been through this road with one of my pupils. You're turning left and then right. It can be confusing if you're not used to it. So left here and then signal right and then wait for any oncoming traffic, and if it's safe then you can turn right. This is going to be one of those ones where you're either going to miss that turn or you're going to get it right, but then maybe you forget to wait for oncoming traffic because you think the road goes that way. So yeah, that is that, and it is still 30 miles on this road. Okay, we're still good with the cameras. So we're going to be turning right ahead. Okay, I think that's that confusing weird junction I came across during lesson the other day. So let's see what is ahead. Okay, so this is the junction. We're turning right at the junction. So signal right. It's a very tight road and it's so weird. So here's the junction. You don't want to make a mistake and go that way to turn that way. So yeah, this is it. So you're going right in here and then turn right here and then turn right here again. So there you go. Oh, this seems like a long route. Still showing 27 minutes. Oof. The road surface is terrible. Oof. Okay. Remember, reduce your speed even though the road is 30 miles an hour, but it doesn't make sense. The situation doesn't allow that. It is not safe. You've got the speed humps or speed bumps. You've got the driveways everywhere. You've got the bends. You know, this is what you should be thinking of, or these are what you should be thinking of. Okay, and then we're going to turn left at the junction. Okay, it's clear on the right, clear on the left as well. Now be careful, if you don't steer properly, you don't want to be moving out at that junction and then steering into traffic coming from your left, because if you don't steer well, you might just go slightly over that center line, which would then cause problem for those coming straight, and you might force them to either slow down or stop or swerve, whichever one. So you don't want to do that. Avoid that situation. So make sure you get your steering right, otherwise then just wait, make sure either they're far away or you allow them pass beforehand. So if there's traffic here, remember the yellow box. Don't get stuck in your mind and you end up in that yellow box. So we're turning right here. This is a roundabout, not a junction, so it can be confusing. See, so if it's clear on your right, you can go through, or if someone is turning. See right here, while this van is coming, I'm going to take the opportunity and I'm off. But that might be tricky for you to do if you're not confident, if you're not fast. Then make sure, please, either wait for a better and a safer opportunity, or practice to get better with your steering and you're moving off, because the junction can be very busy sometimes. Maybe I would do a freeze and then do that road, that roundabout, and explain through it, and I'm going to post that on TikTok. So if you want to see more explanation for that mini roundabout, what I was talking about, then that would be on TikTok. So if you're not following me on TikTok, then you might want to do that as well, because I'll be posting short videos explaining certain places and certain roads on TikTok, because it doesn't make sense for me to be posting them on YouTube, to be honest, if I've got TikTok for that purpose. TikTok, as you know already, is for short videos, you know, brief explanation, brief clips and that. So yeah. So we're turning right at the next, taking the next road on the right. Okay. See, this is why it's very important. Make sure you get to your point of turn before you turn. So there's nothing coming past. Okay, now this driver, you got to see me by now. There you go. So there's nothing you can do if you can't see past that point. You just have to approach, and at that point they should be able to see you. Okay, that's why you don't want to be coming very slowly once you make that decision. I pray this never happens to you on the test. Okay, so it's giving me away. There you go. So I didn't see that from my position, but the driver can see that, and then we can go. See there, this is what you got to keep in mind on this road, as you can see. Okay, it's giving me away as well. Look out for their signs, their signals, their lights. That's what. Thank you. And then come back in. So yes, but of course you might not be able to do things as fast as I'm doing, but as long as you're picking things up and you're reacting accordingly, then you'll be just fine. So here is another bend. Once you're committed to this point, reduce speed. Remember, you're following the bend. I wish these cars don't park here. It just makes life easier. Okay, we're turning right. So what happened over there, I pray that doesn't happen to you on your test, especially if you're scared. Now, this is another tricky junction. So you've got to keep clear. Even when it becomes safe on the right, you'd have heavy traffic from your left. Now, if clearly there's nothing coming from the right and you've waited there for a few seconds, then you might come into plan B. That is if you've waited for some while, remember, not just come in and jump into plan B. If you've waited for some while and you never got a chance, it's busy on both sides, and eventually, if it's safe from the right, you can then start edging towards the middle. And at that point, you start hoping and praying someone's going to give you way. But remember, that is only plan B. See, after waiting a while, still no chance. Cars now coming from the right, and I've lost gap from the left because there are now cars coming from the left. So we keep waiting again. See, this is what I mean by after waiting for a while. There seems to be an opportunity coming, but then the bus. See, right there. Now you're going to start panicking at this point. Oh my God, I'm holding back traffic behind. Don't worry about that. Okay, seems to be giving me away. Thank you. There you go. And I pray you come across such nice drivers again. I came across one on the first episode on that route. So, and we've come across one again here. So that's a driver that understands how crazy this junction can be. So that's really good. It makes life easier there. So relax. I feel like junctions like this, with my experience with examiners, they often do come sometimes and be like, okay, we might have to go at this point. So relax. If an examiner is helping you through verbally by, you know, trying to prompt you when a safe opportunity is coming through, then take it, be confident about it. They are telling you to do it, so do it safely. Okay, so I'll pay that kind gesture back by allowing someone go in from here. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. Would I let you in as well? So there we go. So same situation here. So again, these are busy junctions, and from what you've gone through over there, you should understand the situation. So I'm also paying that kind gesture, but please remember, don't do this if you can't do it safely. You don't have to give way. Please remember, safety first, only if you can do it safely, because I have the truck behind me. If I slam that brake suddenly and he hasn't got enough time to react safely, it's not going to be good for you. Don't cause someone to, you know, a situation where someone have to brake suddenly. Not good. So you've got the bus at the bus stop, you've got enough space still, so make sure safely get around it. The truck behind me is driving very close to me. Now that can happen on your test. Don't let that intimidate you and you start driving faster than the speed limit. Just stay calm, focus ahead. Just keep in mind that because that person is tailgating, that's the more reason why you want to start braking in good time if you have any reason to brake. So at the roundabout, we're turning right, third exit. So we're going to keep right from here because we're turning right, and then signal right. Okay, quick glance, it is safe. The learner car is exiting, so I have enough time. First exit, and we're approaching the second. So second exit, quick glance, signal left, and take your exit. And then build up the speed nicely. Good. Camera is still recording. Everything is good. So I'm not joining dual carriageway because we're exiting here. So we're actually not joining there. We're approaching the roundabout, which is where we're going to. And in this time around at the roundabout, we are turning left, not going straight ahead. So we're taking the first exit left. So we're going to remain in the left lane. Okay. So it's green light. Don't forget the roundabout is controlled by the light. It is possible, it is easy for someone to confuse this as a normal roundabout, and then you get to that stop line there and then you start stopping like if it's a giveaway. So stay calm, so you remember. So there's traffic ahead. Only do that if you know it's safe. See, you want to make sure you can see what's coming up ahead of you, because you might not pass the parked car as tight as the driver in front of you has done. So you don't want to go in wide and then there's a car coming through that you couldn't see because of that car. So make sure you're making decisions for yourself. Don't do something just because someone else has done it. Do it if you know it is safe for you to do it. So here I'm gonna keep left because they've got lots of parked cars on the other side of the road. So the drivers are gonna use the center space. See, right there. Plan ahead of situations like this. It is considerate driving. So keep that in mind. You don't want to be having issues for clearance. So we're turning right at the traffic light, and that really would be it. That's it. And now we'll be coming to the end of the test route. So if you find this useful and helpful, don't forget, guys, as always, please like the video, share, comment below if you've got any questions whatsoever. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please click the subscribe button. So yeah. It's 27 minutes. Now remember, this is crossroad. Don't forget, because it's clear right now doesn't mean it will be clear every time. If cars are approaching going straight, remember you've got to stop for them. Stop for oncoming traffic. And reduce your speed as you come into this section of the road, because you've got the pavement, the layout of the road changes and it's going to move a little bit towards you. So, and then you've got the cars oncoming as well. So make sure reduce your speed so you can deal with it gently. You don't want to steer too much while you're too fast and then it throws everyone off. You don't want situations like that. So this is really it. So zebra crossing ahead, we're going to turn left, and that would be the end of the test route. So this is the end of the driving test route, guys. Don't forget, if you find this video useful and helpful, please click the like button, share, leave a comment below if you've got any questions whatsoever, or maybe even a suggestion. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then don't forget, click the subscribe button. There's a lot more video coming. So yep, if you do that, remember you can also turn that notification icon or notification bell on, so that whenever I post new videos you can get notifications as well. So that is really it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you find it helpful, and I would see you in the next part, in the next video. So episode number 3, part 3. One love. All the best with your driving lessons and your driving tests. Peace, and I'm out.